Hello, in this tutorial, we will explore how to create assignments and view assignment results in the Instructor Login. On the home page of RadReview, in the upper right, select Sign In. On the Sign In page, enter your email or username and password and log in. In the Instructor Login, to create and view assignments, select the main menu over to the left. You can expand the menu using the arrow. In the menu, select Assignments. The Assignment Status page shows the instructor how many assignments are scheduled, in progress, and done, as indicated by the progress bar along the top. This page also shows the assignment list for assignments that are completed or are in progress. The instructor has a link to view the results of these assignments, which also shows additional assignment details, including status, due date, accessibility date, and the average performance. Also on the assignment status page, the instructor can view their library, which shows the summary for all assignments. The instructor's library houses all assignments created by the instructor. We will explore more of the library and how to assign from the library in a few moments. Back on the assignment status page, to create an assignment, simply select New Assignment in the upper right. In the assignment setup, the instructor has the option to determine where they wish to gather questions from. There are 4 options. The instructor can select from the Instructor Question Bank. By doing so, the instructor will search for and add questions from the RadReview Course Instructor Question Bank to their assignment. The instructor will have over 1,000 questions in the bank to select from. If the instructor selects the AutoSelect from the Instructor Question Bank, the instructor will then specify the selection rules, such as the topics and categories, and the system will automatically select the questions for the instructor. If the instructor selects an assignment from his or her library, this option will allow the instructor to view that assignment in their library and assign any saved assignments. Also, the instructor will be able to view and select previously used assignments and reassign them. And the last option to the instructor is to select a test from the mock test library. Let's first look at how to select from the Instructor Question Bank. The instructor can find questions by activating the filters to the left, including by learning objectives, question types, and difficulty levels. The option to clear any filters is also present under the drop-down filters. The instructor can find questions using the search bar and searching by either text or keywords. Using the checkboxes out to the left of the question, I can select the questions that I wish to add to the assignment. And using the preview link out to the right, I can expand the question to view the full information. I can view the answer, difficulty level, and learning objectives covered in this question. The second tab, Selected, shows me all the selected questions for the assignment. If I wish to remove a question, I can simply select the trash can icon, which will delete the question from the assignment. And when we are ready to continue to assign to the students, we can simply select Continue. When assigning to students, the instructor can enter in the assignment name and any relevant instructions. The instructor can also determine the accessible from date and due date, and assign the content to any particular class section or individual students. For example, an assignment title and relevant instructions. The instructor also can determine the accessible from date, so when the assignment is made available, and use the PM button to switch to AM if needed. And the instructor can also select the due date for the assignment. In addition, the instructor also can determine to which class section they wish to share the assignment, including one or more class sections, or the instructor can determine individual students to share this assignment to, simply by entering in the student name. The Use Later button enables the instructor to save the assignment to their library and resume work on it later. But if the instructor wishes to assign the content, they can select Assign Now. After assigning, a message appears indicating that the assignment was shared successfully. Assignments are automatically graded, and results will update and reflect in the instructor account as students complete the assignment. The message also says again who the assignment was sent to, either class section or particular students. After assigning, I am brought to the instructor's library. In the main menu to the left, if we select Assignments again, we will now look at how to auto-select from the instructor question bank. In the assignment status page, once again, in the upper right, I can select New Assignment. For the instructor to create an assignment using AutoSelect, the instructor can select the second option, which is AutoSelect from the instructor question bank, and then continue. When creating an assignment using the AutoSelect feature, the instructor will go through the same process as before, but with AutoSelect, you can enter in the number of questions you want the system to pre-select. On the AutoSelect page, the instructor can specify their selection criteria for choosing questions. The instructor can determine how many questions to include in the assignment. The instructor can also determine difficulty level, including easy, medium, and hard. The instructor can also select from unused questions and determine questions by question type. The instructor can also specify learning objectives. To specify learning objectives, the instructor can use the Select Learning Objectives icon and then individually select questions from these 4 conceptual areas, including patient care, procedures, safety, and image production. As you scroll down, the instructor can select the Show Questions icon, which will allow the instructor to preview the questions selected in AutoSelect. We can use the blue Preview icon to review the question information individually, or we can expand all questions to review all of the questions information, including difficulty level, question set, learning objectives, and the correct answer. And to share the assignment with students, the instructor can select Continue. Once again, the instructor can enter in an assignment name and relevant instructions. The instructor can also set the accessible date and the due date, and the instructor can assign to individual students or to class sections. The Use Later button will store this assignment in the instructor's library as a draft that can be resumed or to assign the material later. For this assignment, we can save it to our library, and an icon at the top lets us know that the item was successfully saved to the library. In the main menu to the left, let's select Assignments to share this assignment from our library. On the Assignment Status page, under the New Assignment button, we can select My Library. In the library, the instructor can see all assessments, including the most recent one. Here the instructor has the option to assign the content, edit it, or delete it. Back in the Assignment Status page, it's important to note the instructor can also select New Assignment and then select an assignment from My Library to achieve the same result in selecting assignments that have been saved. Back in the main menu, on the Assignment Status page, using the New Assignment button, the instructor can select a test from his or her mock test library. The Instructor Login in RadReview includes a full-length mock test unique to the instructor. This test can be shared with students. It's important to note the instructor mock test is a pre-made mock test for instructors to assign to students. Students have access to a second mock test from their own student accounts that has different questions. The questions are new and can't be found elsewhere in RadReview. The test is 200 questions and matches the official exam specifications in terms of number of questions per category. Students should plan to spend up to 3 hours taking this test. Students will have the option to pause the test at any time and resume it later. Students can only take the test once. If the instructor wishes to reassign the test, the instructor must wait until all students who were assigned the test have first completed it. And by selecting the button for Assign, the instructor can once again enter in the assignment name, any relevant instructions, accessible from and due dates, and the class sections or individual students with which to share this mock test. To view assignment results, from the main menu, select the Assignments tab again, and on the Assignment Status page, for assignments that are indicated by the green Done button, we can select See Results, which shows instructors what the results of a completed assignment look like. On the Assignment Results page, the instructor is provided with the average performance, This table shows performance by student, including total points, percentage complete, and percent performance. The green color indicates the students got the question right, a red color means the student got the question wrong, and a gray line means the student skipped the question. That's a look at how to create assignments and view results in the Instructor Login. For any questions, please reach out to User Services at userservices@mheducation.com. Thank you.